Alright, so I picked up another project to add alongside the Evo. I'm kind of going to put the Evo on the back burner for now, as far as performance, as far as upgrades in general, I guess. I'm just going to be doing more maintenance kind of stuff on that and bringing it back to where it should be. But I picked up a new project that's going to be a little different. It's probably, I'd say it'll be one of the more unique builds ever done, just because no one thinks to do it. And many people think this vehicle isn't capable of doing what I'm going to do with it. But it is, and we'll make that happen. So this is what I got. It's a 2001 BMW X5. It's the 3-liter 6-cylinder because I didn't want to deal with all the problems that the V8s have, especially with the timing chain fuck-ups. That's at least a few $1,000 repair. So I wasn't gonna have any of that, so I got the straight 6. Can't go wrong. So the reason why I hopped on this, I'll go around here and show you. Very rare. Boom. It is a 5-speed manual X5, which is dope. It's basically like the most bulletproof package you can get from BMW in this, because the transmissions are fucked in a lot of BMWs, especially the early years, the ZF transmissions, and the V8s are screwed too. I mean, they're not screwed, but once they get past, like, I'd say 150,000 miles, it's going to be time to start thinking about the timing chain guides and all that crap, which is thousands of dollars in repair. So I got the straight 6 5-speed manual, so I'm good to go there, except there's an oil leak. I want to say it's at the pan. I haven't taken the under tray off yet. So there's one problem. Here's another problem. The door handle broke off, and it took a piece with this too, because what I was going to do is like, oh shit, I'll just take this one off the back for the time being, move it up to the front. The problem is, my dumbass finished breaking it off, and it took a piece of the inside with it. So now I'm gonna have to replace the hardware in there, but hopefully that shouldn't be too hard. And then here's another little small problem. This tail light, everything down, so the running light and the brake light aren't working. I looked back here, and since the tail light is the circuit board on these tail lights, because BMWs, I don't know, they do some dumb shit, but this got rusted or wet somehow, and there must be a shitty connection there. So I'm gonna try and sand it and put some solder in there. If that doesn't work, I'll just buy new taillights, because this is a 2001, so on eBay I probably get a set for under $100. So not a big deal there. The most major problem this has, oh shit, is the previous owner hit a curb apparently, and this gets like crazy death wobble when you do, like, when you're taking a right turn at like 4 o'clock direction on the steering wheel, I guess, 3 or 4 o'clock. The right passenger front tire, or front wheel, it feels like it's gonna fall off. And it's just like shaking like crazy. And also when you brake, you get that wobble too, and it's only this wheel. So obviously jacked something up in there, maybe a control arm got bent or a bushing got destroyed, because they were old anyway, so maybe he just finished them off by hitting the curb. So that's going to be I'm going to take it to a specialist and have them diagnose it, because that way I won't have to waste my time and buy a shit ton of parts and only be like one thing. So I'm gonna have them diagnose it and get their input on it. And if they're not gonna screw me on labor, I'll just have them do it, because I don't feel like messing with it. So then once that's fixed, it'll be roadworthy again. That and the taillight, I guess. And then my plans are to make this like kind of an urban assault build. So what that's gonna entail is like pretty much what you'd think. I don't want to say zombie apocalypse because I'm not going to go that crazy, but it's going to get a subtle lift if the company who made the one-off spacer is willing to make me another one-off spacer for mine. Because Fluid Motor Union did an X5 like this, and that's like the only company or shop I've known that's ever done anything like this on an X5. So if they don't send me the lift, whatever, fuck it, I'm still going to do the same stuff because the lift is just going to affect the clearance. It's not going to affect the wheels and tires I want. Although I am going to have to mod my fenders probably and take the front bumper off because I'm going to put a 17x8 Krager D windows for wheels, and I'm going to do Nitto Terra Grappler tires, 265/70. So it'll be a pretty badass setup in my opinion. I might have to add a spacer so it doesn't rub, but I doubt it's going to rub the inside. But it will probably be tall enough to hit the fender, maybe hit the front bumper, so I'm going to take that off. And then I'm going to try to find a shop in the Portland, Oregon area that can fabricate, and I'm going to have them fabricate a skid plate and a bull bar. A sick skid plate and bull bar combo. What else? I'm gonna do an LED light bar, probably a 52-inch, and have it sitting across the top. Maybe I'll be able to mount it to the ski racks or bike rack, whatever the hell that is up there. Possibly. That may be too far back, but we'll see when that time comes. What else? I'm gonna gut everything behind the front seats for the most part. I might leave the carpet in just so it doesn't look too ridiculous, but if it's clean under the carpet, I'm just gonna go ahead and rip all that out and clean the bare metal, and then I'll just leave everything up front full because I'm not worried about anything in the back. I'm not going to be taking people, in my mind at least. So yeah, so it's pretty much going to be wheels and tires, wheels with the Nitto Terra Grappler all-terrains, and then the skid plate and bull bar, LED light bar. What else? I was thinking about doing a train horn, but I was looking at the setup and the wiring and stuff wasn't really logical to me. I haven't done too much like custom wiring. Like I can rewire a shitty connection or wire up some HIDs and retrofit and shit, but I don't know. It just really stumped me. Maybe I was way too tired when I looked at it, but the train horn setup looks like it's gonna be a pain in the ass. But I think I'll have one of my buddies help me out with it so I don't have to go at it alone and fuck up and get mad. So besides that, I'm just gonna do small stuff. Like I might do a small LED bar behind the grills, behind those kidney grills right there, and then I'll do like hyper yellow high beam bulbs. And this has stock halogen, but it's in a projector housing, I think. I can't tell because the lights are so faded. I'm going to clean those too. But if it is a projector behind there, I'm going to go ahead and throw some 35 watt 4300K temperature HIDs in there to give it that OEM HID output. What else? I'm trying to think. The windows are, I think, probably like a 50% tint. I might take it off and do it a bit darker. I kind of like it, but at least the back window, like the very back one, I'm going to do it darker because I don't have an auto-dimming mirror, or the auto-dimming isn't working. So all the lights behind me at night are freaking blinding, and it's so annoying. I'm not going to do any mods engine-wise, I don't think. I might get super crazy and build like a custom snorkel, but I don't really know if I want to cut into the fender right now. So I don't know, I'm not really considering that right now, but it could be a possibility in the future. I don't think I'm going to do an intake because they don't make a cold air one. or one that would sit by the wheel well. And that wouldn't really make sense anyways, because this is supposed to be like for off-roading. So I wouldn't really want an intake down there anyway, and I don't want a short ram because that's just going to sit in the engine bay and be hot as shit. So no intake. Not really sure if I want the inline 6 exhaust note with like a muffler delete on this. Maybe, possibly. I'm not sure if it sounds like aggressive enough to fit the build I'm going for. So I guess it could. So I might do a muffler delete. I might just chop them off myself if they're hanging right, and I can just chop the mufflers off and not have to worry about them dangling like shit. But so yeah, that's the plan. It's gonna be an urban assault vehicle, I guess you'd call it. It's not gonna be like a super crazy off-roader, but it'll just, I guess it'll be a testament to what the X5 can actually do when you put the proper shit on it. Because everyone hates on the X5 because it doesn't have a low gear and a sophisticated 4-wheel drive and stuff, but all-wheel drive, this all-wheel drive system should be enough if you put some decent mud terrains or all-terrains on there to go off-roading a little bit. So we're gonna make that happen. All right, stay tuned.